The Book of Exodus, Chapter 38, from the Sunday School Bible. Copyright, The Sunday School Bible, LLC, 2025. All rights reserved. 1446 BC. Constructing the burnt offering altar. Bezalel made the burnt offering altar from acacia wood and in the following dimensions: 7.5 feet long by 7.5 feet wide, square, by 4.5 feet high. Bezalel made horns on the four corners of the burnt offering altar using the same piece of acacia wood. Bezalel overlaid the horns with brass. Bezalel made from brass all the following vessels for the burnt offering altar: pots, shovels, basins, flesh hooks, and fire pans. Bezalel made a brass grate for the burnt offering altar and placed it under the altar's ledge halfway down from the top of the altar. Bezalel made 4 rings and attached them to the 4 corners of the brass grate for the carrying poles. Bezalel made the brass grate carrying poles from acacia wood and overlaid them with brass. Bezalel put the carrying poles into the rings on both sides of the altar to bear its weight. Bezalel made the altar hollow with boards. Washbasin. Bezalel made the washbasin and its stand from brass mirrors provided by the women who assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. The courtyard. Bezalel made curtains for the courtyard. The curtains that hung on the south side southward were made from fine woven linen and were 150 feet long. The curtains were supported by 20 posts and 20 brass bases. The hooks on the posts and their rings were made from silver. On the north side, the curtains were 150 feet long and supported by 20 posts and 20 brass bases. The hooks on posts and their rings were made from silver. On the west side, the curtains were 75 feet long and supported by 10 posts and 10 brass bases. The hooks on posts and their rings were made from silver. On the east side, eastward, the curtains were 75 feet long. The curtains on one side of the entrance were 22.5 feet long and supported by 3 posts and 3 brass bases. The curtains on the other side of the entrance were 22.5 feet long and supported by 3 posts and 3 brass bases. All the curtains around the courtyard were made from fine woven linen. The bases for the posts were made from brass. The hooks for the poles and their rings were made from silver. The tops of the posts were overlaid with silver. All the courtyard poles had silver bands. The curtain for the courtyard entrance was made with needlework using the following: blue thread, purple thread, scarlet thread, and fine woven linen. The same as the courtyard wall curtains, the courtyard entrance curtains were 30 feet long by 7.5 feet wide. The courtyard entrance curtains were supported by 4 poles, 4 brass bases. The hooks were made from silver, and the tops of the post and their rings were made from silver. All the pins used for the tabernacle and the courtyard were made from brass. Total material used. This is the sum of material used for the tabernacle, even the tabernacle of testimony. According to the commandment of Moses, it was counted by the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest, for the service of the Levites. Bezalel, the son of Uri, the grandson of Hur, from the tribe of Judah, made all that the Lord commanded Moses. And with Bezalel was Aholiab, son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, an engraver, a cunning workman, an embroiderer in blue thread, purple thread, scarlet thread, and fine linen. All the gold that was acquired for all the work of the holy place, even the gold of the offering, was 2,193 pounds, as measured by the sanctuary shekel. The silver that came from the people of the congregation, who were numbered and registered, were 7,545 pounds, as measured by the sanctuary shekel. The silver came from a 0.2 ounce tax, as measured by the sanctuary shekel, levied on every man in the congregation that was numbered and registered, from 20 years old and up, totaling 603,550 men. The 100 bases for the sanctuary and the bases for the curtains required were 7,500 pounds of silver, 75 pounds for each base. The hooks and rings for the poles and the overlay for the tops of each post required was 45 pounds of silver. The brass from the offering was 5,310 pounds. With the brass, Bezalel made the bases for the tabernacle of the congregation door, the brass altar, the brass grate, all the vessels of the altar, the courtyard bases, the courtyard entrance bases, all the pins of the tabernacle, and all the pins of the courtyard.